Hello, my friend. A few months ago, a gentleman named Harold, 72 years old, retired, and proud grandfather of 5, took a fall while simply walking down his front porch steps. No ice. No uneven ground. Just a strange sense of weakness in his legs that hadn't been there before. His doctor was puzzled. Harold didn't have any major illnesses. He walked daily, tried to eat right, and avoided processed junk. But after a series of evaluations, something surprising came up in a casual conversation. His daily meals were packed with vegetables that, while seemingly healthy, may have been silently working against him. Now, that might sound strange. We grow up hearing that vegetables are always good for us. But the truth is, not all vegetables are equal, especially as we age. Some of the most common ones can quietly contribute to inflammation, disturb our circulation, and weaken the very muscles and nerves we rely on to stay independent. And here's what's most concerning: many older adults are unknowingly eating these harmful vegetables every day, believing they're doing the right thing. Meanwhile, the fatigue, the aching joints, the balance problems, they slowly creep in. But there's hope. There are also vegetables, humble, everyday ones, that act like medicine for the aging body. They protect your eyes, strengthen your legs, sharpen your mind, and help you walk tall well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. So in today's video, we'll explore 3 vegetables you should remove from your plate immediately, and 3 you should start eating daily if you want to preserve your strength, mobility, and independence. What you learn today could change your meals, and maybe even your future. Let's begin this journey together, one smart bite at a time. When we talk about aging well, most people think about exercise, avoiding sugar, or maybe taking a few vitamins. But few realize that the vegetables you choose, or avoid, can deeply impact how your body functions after 60. Yes, even vegetables, which we often see as unquestionably healthy, can either support your vitality or slowly chip away at it. The key lies in understanding what's actually happening inside your body as you age. First, let's talk about inflammation, the silent troublemaker. As we grow older, our bodies naturally become more prone to low-level, chronic inflammation. This type of inflammation doesn't always cause noticeable pain right away, but it quietly damages tissues, stiffens joints, slows down nerve signals, and affects blood flow, especially to the legs and brain. Over time, it reduces balance, coordination, and mental clarity. Now here's the twist: certain vegetables can trigger or worsen this inflammation, especially ones that belong to the nightshade family or have a high glycemic impact. These include common items like eggplant, green bell peppers, and white potatoes. While they may be rich in fiber or low in fat, they also contain compounds like solanine, lectins, or simple starches that can irritate the gut, inflame joints, and spike blood sugar. In an older adult whose systems are already more sensitive, the effects can be far more pronounced. Solanine, for instance, is a natural toxin found in eggplants. It's part of the plant's defense system, but in humans, especially older adults, it can trigger joint pain, muscle stiffness, and even nerve sensitivity. Similarly, lectins in green bell peppers can interfere with nutrient absorption and promote inflammation in the gut lining. As for white potatoes, they rapidly raise blood sugar, which damages delicate blood vessels, especially in the legs and feet. That means a slow decline in sensation, strength, and stability, without you even realizing it's happening. On the other hand, some vegetables do the opposite. They actively reduce inflammation, improve blood circulation, and help rebuild and protect vital tissues. These vegetables are rich in antioxidants, nitrates, and natural compounds that work with your body's healing systems. Spinach, for example, helps blood flow better to the brain and muscles. Broccoli contains sulforaphane, a compound that fights inflammation and supports detoxification. Carrots are packed with beta-carotene, which converts into vitamin A and protects the eyes, nerves, and immune system. Another crucial factor is how these vegetables affect blood vessels and nerves, which are essential for walking, thinking, and even standing. Healthy circulation keeps oxygen and nutrients flowing where they're needed. Antioxidants like lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin K found in these supportive vegetables help prevent arterial stiffness, protect cognitive function, and keep muscle fibers responsive. And don't overlook digestibility and preparation. Seniors often struggle with gut sensitivity. Overcooking certain vegetables can destroy their nutrients, while undercooking others, like eggplant or green peppers, may leave behind harmful compounds. It's not just what you eat, but how you cook it, that makes a difference. In short, vegetables are not all created equal, and after 60, your body has different needs than it did at 30. You need foods that heal, protect, and support, not irritate or inflame. The great news is that just a few small swaps in your daily meals, removing the hidden harmful vegetables and adding the protective ones, can profoundly change your mobility, energy, and even your mood. Now, let's explore exactly which 3 vegetables you should be eating every day to protect your legs, brain, and heart, and which 3 you should stop eating immediately. 1. Broccoli, the anti-aging shield. Among all the vegetables that line supermarket shelves, broccoli stands out as one of the most powerful allies for seniors. Often overlooked as just another green, it's actually a nutritional powerhouse, especially for those over 60 who want to stay strong, mobile, and mentally sharp. What makes broccoli so special? The answer lies in a natural compound called sulforaphane. This plant chemical helps fight chronic inflammation, one of the most damaging forces in the aging body. Inflammation slowly wears down joints, weakens blood vessels, and contributes to diseases like arthritis, diabetes, and even dementia. But sulforaphane has been shown to help neutralize harmful toxins, reduce oxidative stress, and boost the body's natural defenses. Even more, broccoli is rich in vitamin K and calcium, which support bone density and help prevent fractures, a major risk for older adults. It also contains a range of antioxidants that protect the heart and circulatory system, keeping blood flowing efficiently to the legs and brain. Here's what many people don't realize: broccoli directly supports leg health. Research shows that sulforaphane improves peripheral circulation, helping to deliver nutrients and oxygen to the lower limbs. That means stronger steps, better balance, and less risk of foot complications in conditions like diabetes. To get the most benefit, steam broccoli lightly, just enough to make it tender but still vibrant. Overcooking destroys its powerful compounds. 1 cup a day, steamed and full of color, can be one of the most effective steps you take to stay on your feet and in control of your life. 2. Spinach, the brain and blood flow booster. Spinach might look simple on your plate, but it's one of the most powerful vegetables for older adults, especially those concerned about their brain, blood circulation, and overall energy. What sets spinach apart is its high level of natural nitrates. These compounds help widen blood vessels and improve circulation throughout the body, including to the brain and muscles. As we age, blood flow naturally declines, which can lead to fatigue, foggy thinking, and slower reflexes. Spinach fights this decline by helping the arteries stay flexible and oxygen-rich blood flowing freely. But the benefits don't stop there. Spinach is packed with lutein and folate, both of which are directly linked to better memory and mental clarity. Studies have shown that seniors with higher lutein levels in their diets perform better on cognitive tests. That means clearer thoughts, sharper conversations, and greater confidence. Spinach also protects eye health, which is deeply connected to independence in older age. It contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 nutrients that help prevent age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in seniors. To keep its nutrients intact, cook spinach lightly. A gentle sauté or blending it into smoothies works well. Avoid overcooking it into a limp, soggy mess. A handful of spinach a day isn't just a salad, it's a defense system. From your heart and brain to your muscles and eyes, spinach feeds the parts of you that matter most for living well and aging independently. 3. Carrots, the vision and balance protector. Carrots are more than just a crunchy snack, they're a daily dose of protection for your eyes, balance, and neuromuscular strength. For seniors, especially those over 65, carrots can make a remarkable difference in maintaining physical confidence and preventing dangerous falls. At the heart of a carrot's power is beta-carotene, a plant pigment that converts into vitamin A in the body. This vitamin is essential for vision health, especially for preventing macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of vision loss in older adults. But good vision isn't just about seeing clearly, it's about moving safely. Seniors with better eyesight are less likely to fall, more likely to drive confidently, and better able to enjoy the little visual joys in life. Carrots also support neuromuscular function. The antioxidants in carrots help protect nerve cells and blood vessels, ensuring that messages between your brain and feet stay sharp and reliable. That means more stable steps, faster reactions, and fewer stumbles. Their benefits don't stop at vision and nerves. Carrots are high in fiber, which supports healthy digestion and helps regulate blood sugar, an important factor in preserving circulation and nerve function in the legs. To get the most out of carrots, eat them raw, grated into salads, or lightly steamed. 1 or 2 carrots a day can help create a cushion of protection around the systems that keep you walking strong and thinking clearly. Small habit, big payoff. 1. Eggplant, the inflammatory saboteur. Eggplant may look innocent on your plate, glossy, colorful, and low in calories, but for seniors, it can be a hidden saboteur. Beneath its attractive skin lies a natural compound called solanine, which can be especially harmful to aging bodies. Solanine is part of the eggplant's defense mechanism, designed to keep pests away. But when consumed regularly by older adults, this compound can trigger inflammation in joints, muscles, and connective tissues, particularly in those already prone to arthritis, nerve pain, or mobility issues. You may not feel its impact right away, but over time, stiffness creeps in, balance becomes shaky, and simple walks across the room turn into cautious steps. Even worse, solanine can subtly interfere with neuromuscular coordination, making the communication between your brain and legs less responsive. This means slower reflexes, increased risk of stumbling, and reduced confidence in your body's movement, all of which raise your chances of falls, the #1 cause of injury-related death among people over 65. And here's the kicker: how you cook eggplant doesn't change its impact much. Whether it's grilled, baked, or stewed, the solanine remains, especially if eggplant is eaten frequently. For seniors focused on preserving strength and independence, the risks far outweigh the taste. While not everyone will have a dramatic reaction to eggplant, those over 60, particularly with joint issues, should limit or avoid it entirely. There are many safer vegetables that nourish without quietly weakening your foundation. 2. Green bell peppers, the gut and joint irritant. Green bell peppers often appear in stir-fries, salads, and sandwiches across America. Their crisp texture and mild bitterness might seem like a healthy choice. But for older adults, they could be doing more harm than good. Green bell peppers are part of the nightshade family and contain a compound called lectins, proteins that can bind to the gut lining and disrupt digestion. In seniors, whose digestive and immune systems are already more delicate, lectins can create a slow, silent storm of inflammation. This inflammation may not show up as stomach pain right away. Instead, it subtly affects circulation, nerve health, and joint function. You might notice early warning signs: tingling in the feet, stiffness in the ankles, or a strange sense of instability when walking. These are signs your legs may not be getting proper blood flow, or your nerves aren't firing as quickly as they should. Over time, this leads to weakness, slower reaction time, and a higher risk of falls. Adding insult to injury, green peppers are significantly lower in antioxidants compared to their red, orange, and yellow counterparts. That means you're not getting much protection, only potential irritation. Even though cooking can reduce some lectins, the risk remains, especially for seniors managing arthritis, heart disease, or digestive problems. If you're looking to stay strong, balanced, and pain-free, it's wise to skip green bell peppers and choose their ripened relatives or safer vegetables altogether. 3. White potatoes, the blood sugar trap. Few foods are as deeply rooted in American tradition as the white potato. Whether mashed, baked, or fried, potatoes show up at nearly every family dinner. But for older adults, especially those over 65, white potatoes may be silently undermining strength and stability, starting with your blood sugar. White potatoes have a high glycemic index, meaning they break down quickly into sugar after you eat them. This causes spikes in blood glucose, which your body struggles to manage more efficiently with age. These constant spikes lead to chronic inflammation, damage the lining of your blood vessels, and stress the arteries, particularly those that deliver blood to the legs and brain. Over time, poor circulation contributes to cold feet, numbness, muscle weakness, and even balance problems. And that's not all. White potatoes are also associated with arteriosclerosis, a condition where the arteries stiffen and narrow, reducing the flow of oxygen and nutrients to vital areas. The danger increases when potatoes are paired with common ingredients like butter, sour cream, or salt, which compound the damage by raising blood pressure and cholesterol. And here's the problem: while potatoes may be comforting, they're low in antioxidants and essential nutrients compared to other root vegetables. That means they offer very little protection against aging, only extra sugar and inflammation. For a healthier alternative, consider switching to sweet potatoes or carrots, which have a lower impact on blood sugar and are rich in vitamins that support your eyes, nerves, and circulation. Let's take a moment to reflect. When we think about health in our later years, we often focus on the big things: diagnoses, medications, surgeries. But what if the most powerful changes come from the smallest daily decisions, like what you put on your plate? A vegetable seems like a harmless, even noble choice. After all, we've spent a lifetime hearing that eating our greens is the right thing to do. But as we grow older, the body changes. Digestion slows. Inflammation lingers longer. The joints that once supported us without effort begin to ache. The nerves that sent quick, reliable signals now hesitate. And suddenly, the wrong foods, even vegetables, can become silent saboteurs. Maybe that's why Harold's story hits so close to home. He wasn't careless. He wasn't inactive. He thought he was eating right. But 3 common vegetables were quietly working against him. His muscles ached. His steps grew unsure. And his confidence, bit by bit, began to erode. Now, imagine a different path. One where Harold starts his day with steamed broccoli, fortifying his bones and improving circulation to his legs. He adds a handful of spinach to his smoothie, giving his brain the nutrients it needs to stay sharp and alert. He snacks on a fresh carrot, protecting his eyes and strengthening the connection between brain and feet. His walk becomes steadier. His balance returns. He feels like himself again, not just alive, but living well. That transformation doesn't come from expensive treatments. It comes from knowing which foods support your body, and which quietly break it down. When you remove eggplant from your meals, you're not just avoiding a vegetable, you're protecting your joints from pain that makes simple tasks feel impossible. When you skip green bell peppers, you're choosing to preserve nerve health, reduce inflammation, and avoid future falls. When you replace white potatoes with sweet potatoes or carrots, you're taking control of your blood sugar, protecting your arteries, and choosing long-term strength over short-term comfort. These changes may seem small, but they're anything but insignificant. Each bite you take is either a vote for mobility or decline, for clarity or confusion, for freedom or limitation. And the best part? You don't have to change everything at once. Just one swap at a time, a different vegetable in your stir-fry, a brighter root on your plate, a wiser choice in your salad. Over days and weeks, these small choices build into something life-changing. Because aging well isn't about perfection, it's about being informed, being intentional, and believing that you still have the power to shape your future. Every meal is a message to your body. Make sure yours says, "I'm still here. I still care. I still choose strength." So now that you know the truth, what can you do with it? The answer is simple: start with just one change today. Maybe tonight, instead of boiling white potatoes with butter and salt, you roast a tray of carrots and broccoli tossed in a little olive oil. Maybe tomorrow morning, you toss a handful of fresh spinach into your omelette or blend it into your smoothie. These aren't drastic changes. They're small, doable, and meaningful. And over time, they can protect your ability to move freely, think clearly, and live independently. But here's the most important part: you don't have to do it alone. At ElderSpark, our mission is to support seniors like you with practical, science-backed information that helps you make the most of every day. We believe aging is not about slowing down, it's about making smarter, more loving choices for your body and mind. If this video helped you learn something new, or if you're planning to change just one food on your plate this week, let us know in the comments. Type 1 if you're ready to take action. Or type 0 if you have questions or need more guidance. We're listening. And if you found value in this video, please don't keep it to yourself. Click like, share, and hit subscribe to stay updated with the latest tips on healthy aging, nutrition, movement, and emotional wellness. When you share this with a friend or loved one, you're helping them avoid the same silent mistakes, and empowering them to make smarter choices too. Remember, the difference between pain and power, between decline and vitality, could be sitting right there on your dinner plate. You have the ability to choose vegetables that support your strength, your stability, and your future. And we're here to walk that journey with you, every step of the way. So go ahead. Open your fridge. Take a look. And ask yourself, is what I'm about to eat helping me walk stronger tomorrow? Because every bite matters, and so do you. Let's quickly recap what we covered today. Not all vegetables are created equal, especially as we age. Some, like broccoli, spinach, and carrots, are true allies. They reduce inflammation, support circulation, strengthen bones, protect vision, and keep your brain sharp. But others, like eggplant, green bell peppers, and white potatoes, may do more harm than good. These common vegetables can trigger joint pain, gut irritation, blood sugar spikes, and even weaken your legs over time, without obvious warning signs. The key takeaway: your daily food choices shape your future mobility, clarity, and independence. Just a few smart swaps can make a big difference in how you feel and function each day. So choose wisely, eat with purpose, and remember, you're not just feeding your body. You're fueling the life you want to live. Stay strong, stay informed, and stay with us here at ElderSpark.